Alright, so Tesla is confirming a bottom sign over here just after filling our gap at 170. Yesterday, it did perform a spinning bottom candlestick pattern which was officially triggered today. The volume is decent and Tesla is bouncing, going up more than 3.5%. While the broad market is dropping. Look at SPY on red territory, tech stocks are on red as well, the Dow Jones ETF is also dropping, Tesla is performing insanely well. So does bottom fishing really works? Because yesterday I told you guys that maybe is the time to think about doing some bottom fishing. Right now we are going up nicely, however the situation is still very delicate. I'm gonna update the most important key points in this video. Just remember, my dear friends, to click on the like button to support this channel. Now, back to Tesla's price action. If we analyze, let's start with the 1 hour chart. Because in the 1 hour chart, the trend is starting to reverse. We were doing lower highs, lower lows, trading below the EMA. Right now, Tesla just filled this gap. We found our support level over here. Now we are going up sharply. We broke the 21 exponential moving average and the EMA right now is pointing upwards as well. We are doing a pullback which is totally acceptable and natural after such sharp movement. But we must not drop too much below that point, okay? The EMA is supposed to work as a support level for Tesla in the short term. If Tesla reacts above the EMA, probably, most likely, it is going to trigger another bullish pivot point and seek higher levels in the near future next week, okay? So the trend in the 1 hour chart in the short term is reversing, is starting to get bullish. To me, the only thing missing over here is a crystal clear higher high, higher low, okay? Because this is what both trends are made of, all right? Higher highs, higher lows. Right now, we don't see any meaningful higher low, but if Tesla reacts over here in this area, I think it is going to be the start, the beginning of a sharper bullish reversal in the short term. Now, in the daily chart, the situation is a little bit more complex because the trend is still bearish, okay? The trend is bearish. We are not bullish at all in the midterm. But I do agree that the situation is quite critical because let's quickly analyze the weekly chart. In the weekly chart, the trend is bearish as well. Since November 2021, Tesla is doing lower highs, lower lows. Okay, great. But we are just at a critical support level right now, trading at such a dramatic key point over here. If Tesla is about to react, now is the best time ever. Any meaningful reaction, any meaningful bullish reversal structure in the daily chart is going to make Tesla bounce in the weekly chart. And honestly, I think we could easily retest the upper trend line over here. And this is it. This is as far as I can go right now because the trend would still be bearish in the weekly chart as well, because as far as I know, Tesla could just do this, okay? And drop all the way down again to the 150, the 127. Regardless of the support level you are working with, maybe this is the most realistic scenario right now, as long as we don't see any meaningful bullish reversal structure in the weekly chart. But in the daily chart, Tesla found a support level at the 170. And this takes us back to our idea that Tesla might trigger. I don't know if this is going to happen, okay? I'm not sure. Of course, I'm not sure. No one in this planet is sure. But I can't promise you guys this, but maybe. There is the idea of an inverted head and shoulders in play right now and reacting above the support level, above the previous bottom at 166 over here. We have decent chances of triggering this inverted head and shoulders chart pattern. However, this pattern was not triggered yet, and maybe it never will. It will only trigger this pattern if we break 198, the neckline over here. This is the most important key point on Tesla in the midterm. Only by breaking 198, I do believe that Tesla is going to trigger a sharper bullish structure seen in the weekly chart and try to retest the upper trend line over here. Only by breaking the 198, we're gonna see, we will have some chances of materializing this scenario. As long as we stay below the 198, as long as we stay below the 21 EMA, Tesla will just remain bearish, and in theory, it is going to lose this critical support level and seek lower support levels like the 155, the 127 down here, which is, let me see, October 26 from 2020. This is this support level dates back from more than 2 years ago, so maybe this is going to be the next target on Tesla if it frustrates this inverted head and shoulders. So right now, if you ask my humble opinion, Tesla is doing many critical patterns right now, and it is trading in a critical key price level as well, as seen in the weekly chart, as seen in the daily chart as well. It all depends on how it is going to play, on how this inverted head and shoulders is going to play, to be more specific. If you ask me, Tesla has a monster upside potential, but it gotta trigger all the most important key points I'm talking about here in this analysis, okay? And if we analyze in the weekly chart, let me see. Last week it went up more than 6%, while this week is dropping minus 8%. And 2 weeks ago it went up 1.48%. Tesla is just volatile right now in the weekly chart. It is doing many erratic movements, and this is kind of frustrating, which reminds me, guys, check my website, the link is in the description of this video if you want to trade with me. Last month we performed nearly 20% trading Tesla. Only Tesla, if you followed all the buy and sell signals, you would have made 20% on Tesla last month, and this month in December we are already making at least about 7 or 8% because we nailed it, this top level over here. So guys, just check my website. The link is in the description of this video. Now back to Tesla. In theory, it is supposed to bounce back up to the 21 EMA maybe, or even to the 198. If we see, if Tesla performs any bearish signal under this support level, under the 198 over here, I'm so sorry, I said support level, resistance level at the EMA under the 198, I do believe Tesla is going to resume the bearish bias, and will probably seek the 170 again, or even the 166, all right? So let's be cautious, let's pay extra attention around these resistance levels over here. In the 1 hour chart, it is trying to do a pullback, which is acceptable, but it must not drop too much below this price level, okay? Of course, I'm gonna keep you guys updated every single day in this channel, so seriously, it is about time for you to subscribe if you are still watching this video, and if you are not my subscriber, I think I earned your subscription. Subscribe this channel, click on the like button to support me. See you guys next week here on the Finance Hydra channel. Thank you very much for your audience. Have a great weekend.